Welcome, everybody. Happy Friday. Today is Venus Day. Fridays are ruled by Venus, and we're talking about Venus and Saturn. That's awesome. M says good morning from Montreal, Canada. Welcome. Hello, Christy. Good morning, Nisu. Amanda, good morning from Central Pennsylvania. Jackie says greetings, one and all. A beautiful day. Is it not? Is it not? At least for us, Jackie. Jackie lives like a little over an hour away from me. We've been having beautiful weather. Just astonishing. Like 80 degrees, 3 days in a row. I'll take it. I'll take it. Good morning, Jane. Happy Friday. Grand Rising K. Lovely to see you. Simone, good morning. Hi, Bonnie. Anik says, good morning, Jackie and all. Gorgeous day here in Rhode Island. Good morning, B. The gang's all here today. I love it. If this is your first time with me, my name is Jackie Mancuso. I am your favorite spiritual problem solver, perhaps transitioning to the spiritual midwife. And I join you from Northern Illinois. Today we're here to talk about the astrology, what's happening in the skies today, and then we'll pull some oracle cards to see what the planets want us to know. Dr. Monica says, good morning, Jackie, from Southern California. So long since I've made it here. Missed you. We've missed you too, Dr. Monica. I actually saw a license plate yesterday that said DM, and I was like, oh, I wonder how Dr. Monica is doing. Oh, I love it. Michelle, hi from Australia. Beautiful. That is like, it's on my vision board. A picture of Australia is on my vision board. Something about it. Something about it. It's M's first time. Beautiful. Welcome to the tribe. Hello, Lynn. Welcome, welcome. What do I want to talk about? Do we want to dive right into the astrology? I guess. I got really excited when I was making my notes about today's astrology. And it's because of this, like, I have such a good feeling about Venus and Saturn. Like, they're, Uranus is one of my favorite planets, but, like, I feel aligned with Venus and Saturn. That being because I am a Taurus sun, and Taurus is ruled by Venus, and my moon is in Libra. Libra is ruled by Venus, so like Venus just feels really good to me. And Saturn is on my Aquarius ascendant, which Saturn is the ancient ruler of Aquarius, so like Saturn and Venus are just like who my big three are. So they just feel really good, and it was really fun to make these notes because I know that, like, Saturn can get a bad rap for being the boundary setter, the rule setter, and all that stuff, but let's make some light of what's going on in the sky today. Simone says she's also new today here as well. Well, thank you for joining us. We're happy to have you. So later today, Venus and Saturn will make a square in the sky, so that means that they're 90 degrees apart. The aspect of a square causes tension. It can be an uncomfortable feeling, and I felt it as like a nagging feeling, like something that's there that you kind of know you need to take care of, but you're just not ready to expand just yet. That square is that tension that leads to growth. Hello, AJ. Good morning, all. Australia is amazing. So there is a square between Venus and Saturn. Venus is the planet of love, beauty, harmony. She also represents money, tangible resources. Saturn is like Father Time. He's the planet that represents rules, regulation, boundaries, and limits. This square is happening at 4 degrees of Gemini and Pisces. Venus is in Gemini, Saturn is in Pisces. They're both at 4 degrees. They're both very fresh into the sign where they are. And both of these signs are mutable. So Gemini is mutable air, and Pisces is mutable water. The mutable signs are the signs that come at the end of every season. They're the signs that are ready to like wrap things up, reflect on what has happened, and make some changes in order to usher forward in the most beautiful way. So just keep that in the back of your mind. The way that I see Venus and Saturn together, and this is all like my intuition, I haven't read it anywhere, so I don't know if this is how astrology is explained, but I see Venus and Saturn as this like father-daughter relationship, where Venus is like this little ball of love, just like, hey, love and light everywhere, and Saturn is her divine father saying like, I love you, but hold on. I love you, but slow down, you know? So that's just the relationship I see between Venus and Saturn. Hi, Nikki. Welcome back. So right now, Venus is in Gemini. Mutable air. Mental energy. Hi, Joe. This is the energy of being in your head, being in your mind, wanting to think everything through, wanting to, kind of focus in the head. And the way that I see Venus, heart, in Gemini, head, is like communicating your love, verbalizing your love, sharing your love. It's your first time, Joe. Awesome. Welcome. We're just getting started. And then, so that Venus in Gemini is squaring Saturn in Pisces. Pisces is the most evolved water sign. So Saturn in Pisces to me feels like spiritual duty, being devoted to your practice, your spiritual practice, meditation practice, inner practice, whatever you want to call it. Pisces is a water sign. Water is the element that deals with our emotions, the heart, the subconscious. So we have this square between the mental endings and the emotional endings. And in astrology, whenever we have these aspects, it's not like it's a competition, but the outer planet always wins. The outer planet is always the one that has the bigger impact, the larger effect on what's happening. So in this case, it's going to be Saturn. Saturn is farther out. In my mind, I'm seeing this play out as something that's going on in your life right now. And Venus, your heart, is saying, like, just let me explain myself. And Saturn holds up his hand. Loving Father, shh, go inward. Pause. Halt. Get quiet. Meditate on it. Feel into it. Feel into it, and also intuit what it is that you need to do. So I hope that makes sense. It felt more powerful as I was making my notes for this, and now that it's out, I'm just like, oh, that's it. Venus wants to, like, this is the exact explanation of get out of your head and into your heart. Venus in Gemini is not a real comfortable placement. Venus is all about the heart, the body. And she's in this mental sign of Gemini. So she's kind of uncomfortable in general. And she's wanting to just like think through how to love people. Think through, process, analyze how to love. Saturn is over here in Pisces, this water sign, this very intuitive, spiritual, emotional sign, halting Venus and saying, like, get out of your damn head, girl. Like, stop thinking about it. Go with your gut. Tune into your higher self, maybe. Ask your spirit guides for guidance. Pause. Sit with what might feel uncomfortable. Just be. I was also seeing this as like Saturn throwing some roadblocks in your way right now if you're trying to think through a situation. If you're trying to process through the pros and cons, analyze every decision, Saturn will throw something in your way that appears like a roadblock. It can come out in many different ways. Like your car doesn't start when you're trying to go to a thing, or like your internet isn't working when you're trying to do a thing. To me, I feel like that's Saturn throwing those halts to you. Square Venus is kind of like he's trying to rile you up. He's trying to get your emotions going so that you will sit with them and learn from them. In the sky right now, Venus is also forming a trine, a positive, harmonious aspect to Pluto. So I was thinking through, I was feeling into, if Venus and Saturn are father and daughter, Pluto to me feels like the grandfather in this situation. The wise, the way out there, been around the block. He has a very large overarching power over everything, very slow. Yeah, Pluto feels like the grandfather. So when planets trine, they make a nice triangle. It's like a thumbs up, like a high five. So when I see Venus trine Pluto, both in air signs, Pluto is the destroyer. Pluto is the planet of death and rebirth. So I'm seeing Pluto like give that nice little nod to Venus, like, yes, do it differently. Allow the old over explanations to die off. Just feel, just go, just do. Pluto is in Aquarius right now. He's going to be breaking down lots of our mental activity. Aquarius is an air sign, the mental plane. And right now, he and Venus are kind of doing it together. Yeah. So this energy, let's see, Venus, Saturn, probably like yesterday, today, tomorrow, you'll feel this square the most. Astrology doesn't really work with our Gregorian calendar because the calendar is made up and the planets have their own orbit and they do their own thing. So just keep it in the back of your mind. And this is something, so yesterday when I came here for the cord cutting meditation, I was telling you guys about this new thing that I'm starting. I'm revisiting a coaching program that I had a download about a couple months ago. It didn't feel like the right time, so I'm revisiting it now. And I'm trying to figure out like how to set up the details, how much to charge, how often to do the meetings, like all of that. And so I was taking my notes for today, Venus square Saturn, and I was just like, man, I gotta stop thinking. And I'm trying really hard, because it's difficult. I'm trying to just trust my gut and trust the first thing that comes through, and tapping into my higher self and allowing myself to be led by my guides who have my highest and greatest good in mind. So that's just to give you an example of how to use this energy. So I'm wondering if there's like a big decision that you guys are trying to make right now. And I wonder if you can catch yourself thinking. How much are you thinking about it? Versus how much are you feeling about it? How much are you intuiting about it? Kay says, Bonnie, I nearly finished. I had to reread a little bit toward the end in order to move forward. What are you reading? What are you reading, Kay? Mindfulness, I love that name. It's beautiful. Bonnie, can you translate that jibber jabber you have there? She says, nice job, Kay. Mindfulness says, yes, and I feel like I'm stuck. Get out of your head and into your heart. I hate that saying. I love that saying. I hate it because it's difficult, because I do have a lot of air in my chart. I'm very mental. It's a process. So the key that I've been focusing on with that, get out of your head and into your heart can also be equated to your gut. Because your gut is like your second brain. But your gut feeling, your gut reaction, here's just a little tiny bit of human design for you. It's a system that I'm in the process of learning, but 70% of you guys are generators or manifesting generators. I am not. That means that you have a constant internal source of energy to your sacral center. That's your gut feeling. That's your passion, your motivation, your drive. Mindfulness, I'm also a manifester. So yeah, we don't have that constant drive, energy, gut feeling. So if you are not a manifestor, if you are not a generator or a manifesting generator, it might be difficult for you to understand when people say like, oh, go with your gut feeling. I kind of have no idea what that means. I never get that gut feeling. It's very rare for me to feel that butterfly excitement in my gut. I digress. But get out of your head into your heart. I kind of equate that to just follow your first instinct, follow your gut feeling, follow the first idea that pops into your brain. Because always, your intuition is always right. It might not feel right because it might feel scary. It might tell you to do something that you believe, that you falsely believe is too far out of your reach. It might tell you to do something that you think you're not capable of. But I promise, the more you trust it, man. I like that, Becky. I get that gut feeling with goosebumps on my arms or legs. Okay, The Four Agreements. Yeah, that's a great book. I'm glad you took that. The gibberish was my realtor called. Oh, that's funny. Bonnie says, oh, I'm thinking a lot, but I've gotten some recent messages. Bonnie, I know that your Venus is also in Gemini. Mine as well. So I wonder if that has anything to do with like activating our Gemini parts of us right now. Okay, and I had a really awesome connection to another book I'd bought a while back from Barbara Marciniak. You know, Helen keeps telling me to listen to her, and I just haven't made the time yet. But she's an awesome channeler. I think she channels the Pleiadians. Is that it? Jackie says, need this push to stop overthinking. You, Jackie? I'm trying to make simple decisions about new furniture for all my woo-woo stuff so in my head. Oh my gosh. I love you, Jackie. Violet is the projector. B is a manifesting generator. Mindfulness, yeah, I can completely relate, especially because I struggle with impulsive decision making. A lot of fire signs in my chart. Be impulsive. I don't know if that's good advice or bad advice, but yeah. Impulses to me feel like intuition. I've always kind of been like that. Act now, think later. Mercury in Aries, act now, think later. And it's worked out for me. I don't know. Simone says, I'm an Aquarius rising with a Virgo sun. I always really like Saturn. Yeah, it just feels right to us. Katie says, Kay, I just picked up the Four Agreements 2 days ago after not looking at it for 2 days. Oh, nice. So you guys are both reading it at the same time. See, we're all connected. Okay, yes, the Pleiadians. Am I right? Your just started ringing so loudly when you read that comment. Was that a message for me or for you? Kirby says, Jackie, my best furniture has come from used furniture stores or antique stores. Stay away from Amazon. Think environment friendly. Reuse, recycle. There's actually a running joke in my house. Most of our furniture has come from the garbage. Like it's all come from the side of the road. Nothing in my house matches. And it drives part of my Libra moon nuts. But it's also very homey. It just like everything just works. Literally nothing matches. There's a couple pieces in our living room and everything is completely different. We're going to pull some oracle cards in just a second. Anik says, it's hard for me to always know what intuition and what is a thought. But if it makes me feel like, yay, okay, then it's intuition. What I usually go by is that intuition is a statement. Anxiety, overthinking thoughts are questions. Jackie says, weird about the Four Agreements. I've read it twice and just yesterday I thought I needed to read it again. I love it. lawn shopping. Thank you, Bonnie. I do like lawn shopping. I have it recorded. I just need to put it together, like edit it and post it. But at the end of the 4 agreements, there's 2 prayers, and I recorded each of them separately, and I'm going to put them onto Insight Timer so that we can use those at any time, because they're just... I read the book once. I already forgot what the prayers said, but I remember when I read them, I was like, this is solid. This is good. This needs to be shared. Hello, Sarah. Pisces rising with a Gemini sun. Just got here. Welcome. So first I want to tune into Saturn in Pisces. I also wanted to tell you guys, I was looking at my decks before I made my notes about today, right? So I was looking at my decks, and I usually, you guys know, this is my Venus deck. I always use Work Your Light with Venus stuff. This just feels like a Venus deck all the time, year round. The whole time that I've been on Insight Timer so far, Saturn was in Aquarius. So I just had this feel that Saturn for me was ask your guides. It was always just like the basic, to the point, no BS, here's the clear answer. Like that was very Saturn in Aquarius. So I grabbed it and I brought it into my room, and then I made my notes, and then I looked at the deck. I was like, that does not make sense for this. That is not Saturn in Pisces. So I think we're going to try this out, and this feels right. I think my Gateway of Light activation is Saturn in Pisces. This just feels like a Saturn in Pisces deck. So we're going to start with the Gateway of Light activation. We're going to ask Saturn for 3 cards regarding what we need to know in order to use this transit to our highest good. Beautiful. So if you guys want to send your energy into these cards, this is a group reading, so all of the cards are for all of us. The whole message is for all of us. Asking Saturn what he would like us to know about this square to Venus in the mutable signs. Transit to our highest good. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So, wow. These are all over the place today. I'm going to redo all of that. This doesn't feel right. This is a group reading, so all of the cards are for you. However, I'll show you the backs of the 3 cards before I read them. And if you feel any type of intuitive feeling, whether that is just knowing, like right now Jackie just knows that card number 3 is strong for her today. That is clear cognizance, and we all have access to it. Okay, this is why those spiritual people who claim that they have this like power that they've activated and then they use it to like make money and stuff, I just get a real bad feeling about those people, because we all have access to these. It's just about learning how to access them. It's just about learning how to get out of our own way. So here I'm teaching you how to get out of your own way. If you feel anything in your physical body when I hold up a certain card, whether that be a tingle, a twitch, an itch, a smell, a sound, a taste, that is your spirit guides communicating with you, because they are at a different vibration than we are, and that's how they use this physical vessel to communicate with us. So that's what intuition is. So if any of these cards feel different, then my opinion is that that's just your spirit guide saying, like, double listen to that message. Pay extra attention to that message. The whole reading is always for all of us. Just sometimes there's like 1 or 2 messages that are like the highest importance for you right now. All right, so here's the back. And just a reminder, all of the cards are going to physically look the exact same. So here's the back of card number 1. The back of card number 2. and the back of card number 3. So let us know if any of those are resonating more strongly than the others, and I'll show them one more time, just in case. Not to second guess, but just in case. The back, again, of card number 1. The back of card number 2. And the back of card number 3. Jacqueline, 1. Alda, 1. Anne, 3 and a little 1. M, card 2. Allison, 1, strongest, then 2. Bonnie, all 3 in ascending order of importance. Dee Dee, 3. Dr. Monica, 2, got a hiccup. Carol, 2. Nikki, 1 and 2. Linda, 2 and 3. Sarah, love this. 1 is for the womb, 2 for the heart, 3 neck. Love it. Alicia is feeling all cards today. Allison, 1, then 3. No need to be sorry. Kirby, 1 felt sad, 2 felt happy, 3 felt nothing. Let's see what that comes out as. Claire, 1 sacral, 2 solar plexus, 3 heart. Interesting. Joe, 1. Lynn, felt more presence left side of my body at 3. Interesting. Left is the feminine, the receptive. Just know that. Simone, 2 and 3. Anique, 1, because the video glitched and stayed on 1 while your audio went through the others. Literally the only card I saw was 1. Wow. Wow, I love it. Like that. We think that these are all coincidences. They're not. They're not. Everything in this incarnation happens for you. Dee Dee felt 2 solar plexus, 3 heart. Today I choose love. Okay, 1 ocean waves crashing over. 2 missed the first time around. 3 the light got brighter. Interesting. Lynn saw the number 4. Well, depending on the time, I think we'll have time today. I'm going to pull 1 card from my other deck. So maybe that card is just like, forget the first 3. That one, the last one's for you. Christy's feeling 2 and 3. Alrighty. Alrighty. Card number 1 today. And again, this is from the Gateway of Light Activation Oracle deck. Kyle Gray. We're asking Saturn what he would like us to know in order to use this transit to our highest destiny. The first card is Angelic Frequency. Angels are here. You are safe. Potent connection. Sorry if you hear Gemma. Gemma's she's PMSing right now. Dogs PMS for like 2 months, so we have like two weeks left with that. Angels are here. You are safe. Potent connection. The angelic frequency is the energy of the angels and the angelic kingdom, which is aligned to service, devotion, authenticity, and love. When this frequency comes to us, it's because the gateway of our heart has aligned with it. We've essentially become an angel upon the earth. Angels are the heartbeats of Source, and so when we're in touch with the angelic realm, we're also connected to the heart of God. This card features a being of light. The streams of light surrounding it are the angelic frequency pouring down to light up our life. This image also unlocks our soul memories of our guardian angel. Before we were in this life, we danced across the midnight sky. As the universe follows the law of attraction, our angel was attracted to us because our likeness was also in them. So we became connected, and since then, our angel has been with us through every lifetime and every experience. Angels are drawing close at this time, so be open to signs and synchronicities that confirm this. It's important for you to know that through your actions, choices, and service, you have upgraded your spiritual connection and your frequency. Rejoice, for you may be rewarded with abundance and blessings at this time, and you have been making choices that are not just for your own greater good, but for that of all those around you. Your guardian angel is with you now, helping you remember your infinite power and potential. Reach for the stars and trust that all the efforts you have been making, both internally and externally, will bring blessings and opportunities. The path you are on is aligned to your highest good, and the support you need is there for you. You are cherished by angels. Okay, this is a very Saturn in Pisces card. This is Saturn just reminding you to connect to the divine realm. Trust that you have an angel with you all the time. We all have at least one. Most of us have I don't know. I can't speak for you because I don't live your life, but I'm in the full impression that we all have a team of angels, guides, animals, elements, everything. So here's Saturn telling you to just remember, just tap into it. You have the connection. It's there. If you feel like if you don't feel it, I guess, you can ask for signs. My advice when asking for signs from the universe is to put a time limit on it. I get the best reactions when I ask for a specific sign within 24 hours. And then that way you tune your mind, your Gemini mind, to looking for the sign that you asked for the next 24 hours. Like, that's an easy time limit for humans to take. Anique says, wow, yes, please, and thank you. Bonnie says, I feel like the image on this card looks a lot like my 3 guides from the Akashic Records. I love that, Bonnie. I love that. What I thought of when I first looked at this image was, if you guys did my cord cutting meditation with me yesterday, we called in the divine white light from above, and this just looks like this person is being doused with divine white light, and that reminded me of that yesterday. So let's see what else comes through the reading to see how these all tie together. But at first, Saturn is just like, yeah, you have guides, you have angels. They're there, I promise. Card number 2. Just saying, we were talking about Barbara Marciniak. Oh, there's Darla. Hi, Darla. Card number 2 is Pleiadian activation. Coming together, harmony in the heavens, resolution. The Pleiades, also known as the Seven Sisters, is an open star cluster found in the northwest of the constellation Taurus. These bright blue, luminous stars, which formed in the last 100 million years, are among the stars closest to Earth, and are the cluster most obvious to the naked eye. It is for this reason that they have been connected to many spiritual traditions through the ages. This gateway transports us to a space where we can witness the great coming together of the Pleiades. Each and every single star within the cluster is representative of a nation of divine beings. The Pleiades are said to be human-like beings who honor the feminine and live in an advanced way that we on Earth could also experience if we were able to accept and honor the holiness of the female body. If we were able to travel to the Pleiades in the 3rd dimensional world. Wow, the dogs love this card. There's Piston. If we were able to travel to the Pleiades in the 3rd dimensional world, we would not find these beings, however, for they have transcended to They have transcended the physical state and operate at a higher vibration. Pleiadian energy is about coming together in peace and harmony. You are blessed to receive this gateway, for it is a powerful message of assurance that whatever uncomfortable energy you are experiencing right now will soon be washed away. The Pleiadians are beings who live in complete honor of their planets and their people. They acknowledge that in seeing and connecting with one another, they have an opportunity to see and experience the divine. They also know the consequences of disrespecting others. It's for this reason that this is no longer possible for them. If you are being challenged by loved ones now, aim to shift the dynamics of this relationship through a loving approach. The lesson you are facing at this time is an opportunity to heal old wounds and operate from a higher state of being. Your doggies are honoring your feminine energy. That's funny. And now he's gonna sleep right there for the rest of the time. Very feminine energy from this card. The Pleiades, the Seven Sisters, in the sign of Taurus. Taurus is earth. Earth is feminine. Saturn is in Pisces. Pisces is water. Water is feminine. Feminine is receptive, nurturing, chaotic, not following a linear path. Feel. Saturn earlier was telling us to feel, to intuit. Feminine is intuitive. Masculine is logical. Feminine is intuitive. Call on the Pleiadians. Maybe it's time to listen to Barbara Marciniak. You can just find her on YouTube. What did you guys get from that card? Love. That was all about leading with love, coming to whatever difficult situation that you're in right now through the heart. Pisces, heart. Venus, heart. Let's see what the last card has to say to tie it all together. It's interesting. I think it was Bonnie who said that it got lighter when we held up this card. I want to see what the message or what the book says first, and then I have some stuff to say about this card. Card number 3 is Anunnaki Light Codes. Thanks, Joe. Joe said I just followed you. I appreciate it. Anunnaki Light Codes. Energetic shift, new information, end of a cycle. The Anunnaki are a race of cosmic light beings who have been coming to Earth since ancient times. The Sumerians and Babylonians acknowledged them as the deities who governed the space between the worlds. The divine leader of this incredible race is the goddess Ishtar, a powerful figure similar to the Egyptian goddess Isis. The Anunnaki have taken many forms throughout the ages. They have an angelic, warrior-like quality and have appeared with wings, sometimes up to 4, and with an elongated head and face similar to that of an eagle. When the Anunnaki appear, it's important to know they are heavenly allies supporting our healing and ascension. In the distant past, they visited the Atlantean civilization and helped those who were aligned with the spiritual path to ascend to the next dimension, so that they could leave the wheel of karma. They acted as divine judges, deciding who would ascend and who had to be left behind for the growth of their soul. Those who had abused their powers and had not honored the divine or valued the great gift of life they had been given had to remain for the cataclysmic ending of their civilization. For that reason, Some people who have had Atlantean incarnations may fear the Anunnaki, but be assured that they are beings of infinite light working for Source. Great change is coming to you. But this can only occur if you are willing to shift your perception. You may be experiencing resistance to change, but please know this is simply fear of the new, not intuition. If you are wondering what is the best course of action, the Anunnaki are encouraging you to go with the new. Old systems, old ways of being, and old ways of doing things must be released if you are to evolve. Change can bring a sense of vulnerability, but will allow you to make a deeper connection to your feelings, gifts, and what is important to you. You are standing at a gateway of pure potential that will be ignited as soon as you move through this necessary change. Be open to new information, new processes, and new ideas. You are part of the new energy upon the earth. We have this aspect going on right now in Pisces and Gemini, the mutable signs of change, changing away from Venus in Gemini, in your head, changing towards Saturn in Pisces, the heart. This whole reading was about accepting divine assistance and leading with the heart. Stepping away from fear. I love it. I wanted to comment, but I wanted to read the whole thing. Where did it go? You may be experiencing resistance to change, but please know this is simply fear of the new, not intuition. Intuition is never fearful. Your ego brings the fear because your ego wants to keep you safe. So what I wanted to say about this card, do I want to say it now or do I want to read the comments first? I'm going to read the comments first. And this was after the Pleiadian activation that you guys were saying. Lynn, thinking about all the spiders showing up for me everywhere. Interesting. We had, were you at that live event maybe a month ago where we had the spider card and everyone had, not everyone, but lots of us recently had spiders in our house that like, whatever. Spiders represent that everything is connected, the web of interconnectedness. Gina, I had a chat with my better half about dealing with a difficult family member and setting boundaries. So pretty spot on for me, I'd say. I love it. Kay said, 1, and this card came up in another reading not too long ago. Interesting. Sarah, being impeccable with your heart. Be compassionate and loving in a challenging heart situation. Number 2. Yes. Compassion always wins over protection, safety, fear. Gary, the Anunnaki was number 3. Let's see what else. M, are they similar to blue avians? I don't know much about blue avians. I know that they have feathers and bird faces. There's a lot to say about the Anunnaki. And this is just interesting that it's coming in this time of change and everything. So if you've gone down the rabbit holes of existence, control, dark forces, light forces, extraterrestrials, more, you might have heard a thing or two about how evil the Anunnaki are. That is blasted all over the community. Is how we need to be afraid of reptilians. I bought into it for a while because it's fun to have a scapegoat. It's fun to point your finger at something to say, like, that's what's making everything bad. That's who we need to be afraid of, you know? And this card makes a lot of sense. Saying that those who are afraid of the Anunnaki are just the people who made the wrong choices in the Atlantean times. So naturally, your karma bringer, the Anunnaki, came and had the Atlanteans who didn't evolve, they had them face their karma. So of course, there's something in that soul that would point to the Anunnaki saying like, no, they're bad, they're bad, they're bad. Anyone that we're ever told to think is the bad guy, just look at where the source is coming from. Like, where is that information coming from, and why are they saying that they're the bad guy? Like, what kind of relationship is there? What does the source not want to admit about themselves? Why are they making that person the bad guy in general? Just wanted to see if there was anything else that came through. Sarah says, love it. Thank you. You're welcome. We'll pull one more card. We have time for one more card. Bonnie said, I literally said those exact things to my dad yesterday about fear and ego. Wonder where you learned that from, Bonnie. I love it. It's a big change your dad's going through right now also. Moving into a different place. Lynn was not in that session. That's okay. There's a reason that you brought up the spiders today, because that's another way that we're all connected. Kay says, they've been showing up so much for me. I literally had 3 on me yesterday, and they've been all around me too. Lynn says spiders are feminine. I did not realize that, but it makes sense. Creation. They create the web. Okay, yes. Anunnaki's sun is planet Nibiru. Right? Or something. Oh my gosh. Like, when I say this out loud, I'm kind of like questioning myself. Like, are you seriously talking about this? But I don't know. I don't know what's real. If you guys were with me about a year ago, it was last March when I met an alien in a bar. This guy was not an actual alien, but he was so drunk that the Anunnaki channeled through him and delivered a message to me, and oh my god. I feel like forget that happened until I talk about it, and then it's like, that actually happened. So the Anunnaki harvest gold from Earth because they use gold to heat their sun so that they can survive. And here I am challenging myself on nothing is good or bad. Like, that is that bad that they want to take our gold? Or is it just the cycle of life? Is it just like, is it bad that the lion kills the antelope? Or is that just the cycle of life? I don't know. That was from Saturn though. Let's ask Venus. Venus, how can we add some more softness to this reading? We're going to pull from the Work Your Light Oracle card, asking for a message from Venus to tie this all together for us. And Kay says, one of my tarot decks, the Eight of Pentacles, is a spider. Working diligently, putting your heart and soul into your creation. Yeah, I love that. If you guys would like to send your energy into this deck, actually, one second. Just had to clear off an old reading. Feel free to send your energy into this deck and tune into Venus asking how she would like to wrap this reading up. If you guys have been enjoying today's reading, donations are kindly appreciated, never expected. If you would like to follow me on Insight Timer, that's another way of showing your support. If you'd like to follow my YouTube channel, actually, I put all these replays on my YouTube channel. And next week I'm doing a YouTube Live just to see, because you guys have been with me, you know that my sound goes out on Insight Timer quite often, so I'm just trying out a new platform to see if that's different. So you can search my name on YouTube and subscribe there. Next Wednesday at this time right now, 9 o'clock, I'm going live on YouTube, so we'll try that out. If you want to work with me personally, one-on-one, my website is in my link tree which is on my Insight Timer profile page. I'm up to a whole lot of stuff. Manifester. Just do. I just keep trying new things and seeing what sticks. So check out my Linktree, and that shows you everything that I've got going on. I do a podcast thing, I do a YouTube thing, I do some one-on-one work stuff. I have a Patreon called Embody Astrology right now. That is a group zodiac journey. It just got started. We just did the Aries season meetings, and Taurus season is starting on Monday. Well, not the Taurus season meeting for Embody Astrology is on Monday. But it's a year-long journey working through the zodiac start to finish, learning how to embody the energies of where the sun is into your life to see how the universe is trying to guide you and show you the way. So yeah, all of that stuff is on my Linktree. Just see what I'm up to. I do a lot of fun stuff, and I like to take you guys with me. All right, we asked Venus for a culminating card to close up this reading, and she sent us Pillar of Light. Your vibration is rising. You are the Oracle, which is in the base of the deck, the bottom of the deck. Can you read that? It says you are the Oracle. It's at like the bottom when you pull the cards out. I love it. You are heaven and earth in perfect expression, a conduit for the light of the heavens to the earth. You are the rainbow bridge. Take time to meditate. Imagine yourself as a pillar of light, connecting the light of the heavens above with the earth. As the light shines through each of your chakras, you activate the rainbow bridge that many ancient scriptures talk about, raising your vibration and the vibration of the planet, linking the higher realms of the cosmos, guides, angels, and spirit with the ancient wisdom, keepers, and beings of planet Earth. They dance together through you. They sing together through you. Without your body, voice, and creations, neither can be expressed. For too long, we've been taught that God is outside of us, giving away our power to angels and spirit guides. But without you, they do not have a voice. You are the Oracle. Do not look for guidance outside, for you hold all the wisdom of the entire universe in the portal of your heart, in every cell of your body. Do not see the angels and guides as above you, for without you, they have no way of communicating. You are the Oracle. You are the rainbow bridge. You are the pillar of light. Wowza! It's just affirmation again that you are extremely powerful. You are the conduit that connects the heavens to the earth, which again is the exact thing that came through that meditation yesterday. Cutting cords. We connected ourselves into the earth and then up to the skies. You are the rainbow bridge. I've actually never heard of it described that way until this card, and that makes so much sense. The light moves through the 7 chakras, the 7 colors of the rainbow. Of course you are the rainbow bridge. And this card described our guides in a way that I guess I never had put so bluntly, that the earth contains like the ancient guides, you know, the ancestors, the native roots and all that stuff. And the heavens contain the angelic realm, the higher ascended masters and all that stuff. And you are all of it. It's not outside of you. It is within you. One of, like a podcaster that I listen to, would talk about, he's an older man in his 60s, raised in like a cult. He got out in his 20s and he searched for 2.5 years to figure out what reality was, being lied to for the first couple decades of your life. Not unintentionally. But he teaches that his life clicked when he realized that God was not up there. God is in here. It's a hard thing to grasp, I guess. He's confirming. What? Yeah, God's inside. It was a weird thing to grasp at first, and it's like a spiral. Like, it gets a little bit deeper every single day. And it's not conceited to know that you are God. I am God. You are God. Your neighbors are God. Your friends are God. Your pets are God. The animals outside are God. We are all God, experiencing itself. Your angels are with you. It's a relationship. It's not, you're not taking from them. They are giving to you, and you are using what they are giving to you to create. That is our role on this earth, is to create. Your angels are with you. They would like you to lead with love, create from the heart. Do the right thing. I'm getting like Seven of Swords energy, like the universe knows your purest intentions. Act from love and everything always works out. Let go of the fear. Fear is just there to hold you back. You can accomplish so much once you just get rid of the fear. You're always okay. You're always supported. And we're all here to learn that in our own way. Kay says the shape looks very similar to the face on the Anunnaki card. Thank you for pointing that out. I see it. I love it. Dr. Monica says, love it. You are the oracle. We all are. Joe, what is your spiritual power or gift that you have? We all have all of the gifts. I choose to use my intuition, my teaching skills, my encouragement and motivation. We all of us are psychic. It's just what you've discovered in yourself. It's how you've discovered how to get out of your own way. Thank you very much for your donation, Christy. It's very much appreciated. Gary says, that card made me tear up immensely because I have been stuck in my head a lot lately. That's a nice card. It is a nice card. I'm glad that you got that release. I love crying. I'm like, not a mission because I'm not trying to control anyone else's life, but I can tell that my husband needs a good cry. He needs a good cry. He is stereotypical, like, biker dude. We all know it's just a rough exterior. There's a lot going on in there, and I'm trying to help him learn to just let it go. He has a North Node return this year, so we'll see how that hits him. Bonnie says, when I'm doing Reiki, hit the pose. There are rainbows coming through my feet. I love it. I love that. It's like you're translating all the energy up and out. Wow, amazing, Linda. Amazing. And I love that your name has a Y in it. I love when people have differently spelled names. I don't know, it just feels good to me, because I've always been weird like that. Christy, love it. Thanks so much, Jackie. I donated, but it didn't show up. That sucks. If you get... So, every time that I get a donation after the session, I send a thank you note. So you can go onto my page. I think if you, go through my teacher profile and like start another donation, it'll show you. You see it now. Okay, Christy. If you, I don't see it, whatever, but I'm glad you do. But just for future reference, because I know that donations have been weird on this app, if you ever donate to a teacher and you don't know if it went through or not, after the session, go to their teacher page, just like pretend you're going to do another donation. You won't get charged again, but I think that's where you can see what's called their gratitude wall, and you'll see if they've like responded to your donation about that day. I think that's a way to show it. But thank you, Christy. Much appreciated. Thank you, Jackie, for your donation. I appreciate it. Rosemary, I picked the Lemuria card today regarding heaven on earth. Look at all these extraterrestrial races that are trying to help us. Gary says, Jackie, I wish I knew how to just let go of fear. This is what it looks like to hang on to fear. This is what it looks like to let go. It's so simple, but it's not easy. It's not easy. It's a conditioned response. It really is that easy, though. Start small. Little things. Little things. Like, what are you willing to lose? Thank you, Linda. I appreciate your donation. Rosemary, and don't dim my light today also resonate to cards you pulled. Don't dim your light any day. You are the light. If your light makes other people uncomfortable, that's their problem. Just as I'm sure that there's people whose light have made you feel uncomfortable. That's your problem. That's for you to figure out, like, why is that bothering me so much? It's not for them to change. We have no control over them. We have full control over us. Anik, thank you kindly as well for your donation. Much appreciated. Jackie says, explain the Reiki pose, please. It's one of those things that just was channeled to Bonnie. It's a thing from Bonnie's guides to her, and it made me laugh so much. So at the retreat, Bonnie and Kay took my Reiki class. It was the first time I ever taught a Reiki class. And then we do some practice afterwards, and Bonnie was working on Kay, and I looked over, like I was just there holding space, doing my thing, and I look over, and Bonnie has this, like, praise the Lord hand up in the air, and she was so into it, and I loved it. Yeah, it's just what came through for her. It's what her guides wanted her to do. And it was hilarious. Linda, the energy received here today, yesterday, and always is beautiful, encouraging for me. Thank you, Jackie. You're so welcome. Thank you for showing up, Linda. Thank you for your presence. Gary, I know you get it. I know you get it. You don't learn all this stuff in one day. Be patient. The fact that you want to learn is the validation letting you know that you're on the right path. Think about how many people haven't even started to question their reality. How many people do you know are literally on autopilot and it just is what it is? The fact that you are curious about changing shows that you are changing. Be patient. You have a lot of time because we have more than one lifetime. Incarnation. What's happening next week? Let me take a look at my sessions. I'll be back. Oh, that's right. So next week, I'm here Tuesday, Thursday. So I'll be on Insight Timer Tuesday and Thursday of next week, 8:15 Central, same time as always. We have a solar eclipse, new moon in Aries. And then Taurus season is starting shortly after that. So a lot of big energy still going on. It's springtime. It's time to... Did you know that black moonstone is a thing? I think I showed this to you guys. Oh, Ooh, see that sparkle? Mmm. Yeah, didn't know that black moonstone was a thing. And black labradorite. This one's harder to see, I think. I forgot. It has an actual name, but I just forgot it. But this is black labradorite. Had no idea. Bonnie, when the chakras are cleared, I get the message to lightning rod the energy from above and through my feet. Been going on for months now. Thank you for explaining, Bonnie. It's all just a message. It's all just intuition. Thank you to Piston for holding space for us to... What? He's one of my spirit guides. Found it in my astrology chart. I still don't fully understand it. It was told to me by another astrologer, but yeah. I love him. Piston the Pisces. February 27th. All right, thank you guys for being here today. I'm very grateful for the audio that worked seamlessly through the whole session today. I'm very grateful for the internet that worked seamlessly. I'm grateful for the messages that we received today. I'm grateful for all of your presence, your banter, your questions, your comments, your connections. I love doing this. And I quit my job this week so I can do this more. Love to all. Namaste. I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Take care.